Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video. It is actually currently May 7th. I recorded all my intro and outro stuff on this camera and the microphone was not working, so it has zero audio. So I'm re-recording it right now in the backyard at this Airbnb that we are staying at. I'm rolling with the good guys this week, and they roll in style. So this is a little bit better than I'm used to during a tournament week. Extremely blessed to be in this position. Thank you again to the good guys for setting all this up. Let's get into this practice vlog. Yesterday we got up at 6:50, went outside, got in a little workout. Had to make sure that we were all loosened up and ready to get out and go play some golf. You could form bad habits because you don't have the mobility you need. It's just important to make sure you're loosened up and ready to go. After that, I went and did a little bit of meditation just to get my mind right. I'm not gonna show video of that because I didn't record it. Essentially, it's just making sure that my mind is present and focused on what is in front of me. When you're practicing, it's really important to be present in the moment and focus on what you're doing. I see way too many people practicing, hitting 3 putts, pulling their phone out, checking Instagram. You really want to make sure that if you're gonna practice for an hour and a half, just be there for an hour and a half. You can check your phone after, you can do whatever you gotta do after that. I drove out to Weston Kierland to get a little bit of putting practice in. Weston Kierland's where we're having the Good Championship. So let's get over to that. Be doing GoPro today. This will be fun. Little GoPro course vlog. Yeah, Weston Kierland Golf Club. This course is, from what I've heard, pretty easy driving wise. It is pretty wide off the tee, very scoreable par 5s, couple drivable par 4s. Really, like, what it's going to come down to is taking advantage of those holes and then not messing up on the rest. And how do we do that? We don't hit bad drives. We hit good lag putts. We don't make any stupid bogeys. Best way to make a double bogey is by trying to make a birdie. So just give ourselves a bunch of good birdie looks, put a good roll on them. If they don't go in, tap it in, move on to the next hole. Hopefully you make 5 or 6 birdies. Hopefully you don't make that many bogeys. Have ourselves a little bit of fun, shall we? So I've got kind of a funny story from yesterday. I was working on my putting a little bit. Didn't really like the way my stroke was feeling. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I wanted to try something a little, not different. I didn't want to change grips or anything. I just wanted to feel something a little different. Try to feel some more face control, right? And I'm listening to this guy give a lesson on the putting green. And the entire time I'm just like, I don't know why, but something about the way he's talking is like pulling me in. I'm convinced by the way he's giving this lesson. And he says, and I overhear him saying, this is a really good way to work on face control. My ears perked up. And he said, hit 5 putts regular. And then he says, hit 5 putts right hand only and 5 putts left hand only. So we're going to do that here now. And then 5 putts left hand only. And you kind of feel what it's like to control the club face with each hand individually. And then go back to 2 hands. Now we're gonna go back to 2 hands and just try to feel that face control that we felt with each hand, but together. And the thing I noticed here was it oddly enough, took my hands out of it. And now I feel a lot more solid in my grip and my stroke. I almost feel like I'm using my shoulders more, my body more. So this was a really good drill. Shout out to the teaching pro out at Troon North. He was wearing a bunch of bright colors. Ooh. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Shout out to him. And what we're gonna do is hit putts from 5 feet out to 40 feet. From anywhere from 5 to 15 feet, you can reasonably expect to hit it between these 2 tees here. I think from 15 to 25, these 2 feet here are pretty good, these 2 markers. And then from 25 feet and out, we're just trying to get into this 3-foot area. This is stolen directly from Decade. Perfect, nice. All right, good start. Good. 18 feet, perfect. How are you doing? How is your day going? Thank you for tuning in and watching this video. If you're enjoying it, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss future content. More tour stuff coming up. I'm feeling like this is kind of what I want to do. More tour stuff, more matches, all competitive golf on this channel from here on out. If it's not competitive in some way, if it's not helping you be competitive, it probably won't be on this channel for the near future. So subscribe, comment below what you want to see specifically, and we'll try to make that happen for you. But let's finish up this speed drill. We'll hit the downhill putts and then we'll go over and hit some chips, shall we? we've wrapped up our speed work. Now we're going to transition into just trying to make putts. And for this, I like to use Decade. I do a little putting combine. They just kind of randomly select 18 lengths of putts for you to putt. See how many it takes you to get down, how short, how long the putt's going to be, and just see how you're putting, see how your game stacks up from a strokes gain perspective. So we're going to do that right now. So after we got done with the putting practice, hopped back in the car, drove back to the house because we're sharing a car and some other people in the house needed it. When I got back, hopped in an Uber, went and got some breakfast with Bubby. Can't remember the name of the place, but it was really good. Got back home, got another Uber, went out to Grayhawk Golf Club, which is actually the host of the NCAA championships. For the women, I think it's the 22nd to the 24th, and the men, it's the 29th to the 31st. Don't ask me how I remember that. It was kind of burned into my head yesterday when we were filming that video. But before the video, I was able to get in quite a bit of practice. So let's jump right over to that. Okay, we have made it to Grayhawk Golf Club. We're on the range right now. And this place is absolutely stunning. It's truly, I mean, it's spotless. This range is perfect. I can't wait to get a grind session here. This is gonna be very, very fun. We got a 3-step process here. We're gonna dial in the contact. We want the contact to be perfect. And then we're gonna dial in distance. And once we do those two things, then we'll start hitting chips to holes, okay? So I'm gonna hit 15 bunker shots, kind of hit a few chunk and runs, a few spinners, hit a couple long ones, and just see if we can get this sucker dialed in. That felt really good. Go in. Oh, I think it's just barely past the flag. That's a good shot. Yeah, I love that. That's the scary thing about those longer shots is you really got to commit to them. Yeah, that's cash. Love that. All right, cool. 15 bunker shots down. Now let's go start making ourselves a couple up and downs. Bubby has requested a shot, but first we're gonna watch him hit it.
You didn't get the last one.
Yeah, I didn't get the last one. He did.
One, I've been hitting this shot probably a good amount, and I finally just made it.
He jarred it.
Do it again. There it is. Oh, still.
Wow. This shot right here is particularly difficult. I'm gonna try to get a couple of these up and down with just my wedge. I like putting with a wedge to practice. Plus, I don't really feel like walking 100 yards to my cart to get my putter. So, spin, spin. That'll work. So there's one. I'm gonna go mid-height trajectory there, land it just a couple yards past those two balls grouped together right in front of me. Oh, it's got to release with a wedge. Bang, all right. 3 more up and downs, let's get it. So make 1 more up and down on this green, then we'll move to the chipping green. I mean, that was a good shot. Okay. Oh, that's crispy. Oh, that's crispy. Boom, that feels nice. All right, regular trajectory, land this about a foot on. This will release a lot, and it's gonna break quite a bit from left to right. Wow, that is just so fast. Let's make a putt. All right, let's go get some golf balls. We're just gonna hit a couple wedges till we feel ready, and then we'll dive right into driving clubs. Trying to get that flow down of hitting a driver, wedge, because we're gonna be doing that a lot at Weston Kierland for the Good Good Championship. Really just trying to get the swing as close to turn as we can get it. little high right. If I can pick a point on the golf course and say this ball is not going left to that point, we're going to be in good shape. And that's all I got to be able to do. All I need. I think my shoulders were just a little closed. Get them opened up, clean up that path a little bit. That's what we're looking for. That's so left, wow. That 3-wood might be a nice little fairway finder. And that's pretty much it for the practice session. Just spent some time on the range, you know, a couple days before a tournament. I'm not really making that many changes. I'm just trying to simplify everything as much as possible. Get as close to turn as we can get. And when I say turn, I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm rerouting the club at all. I don't want to feel like there's any kind of interesting stuff going on in my swing. I just want to feel back and through. And if I can feel that and I can produce a consistent ball flight, I feel really good about my ability to stand up to pressure with that move. After I got done with that practice session, we went out and filmed an 18-hole video out at Greyhawk Golf Club. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a really good, interesting challenge. Greyhawk is hard. It turns out to be a pretty difficult golf course. So I'm looking forward to watching the NCAAs out there. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this in the future. If you enjoyed this practice vlog and you want to see more kind of day in the lifestyle content, drop a comment below, let me know, and be sure to like the video. That's very important. Stay tuned, I got more content coming from the Good Good Championship this week. But in the meantime, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss those videos when they come out. Peace. Thank you guys so much for the support. Goodbye.